Let me thank everybody for the commendation. But let me just say that it's not just about talking smart. We live this thing on daily basis. We live in the environment, we sleep there, we wake there. And yes, we walk the talk. So, and if I've been on a particular line for more than 10 years in 3 days, I should understand what I'm doing, or I should be just away from Nigeria, because it means that one has been wasting his or her time. If you have spent that length of time and having served with such varying experience and exposure within the space, so it's a daily living thing. And all of us, and that's why everybody is also passionate about it, is that it affects all of us. Environment, the way you treat it, it will treat you. That's one thing about it. So it's about passion. And I know that even those whose core duty are not in the environment field, you will still feel passionate about it, because end of the day, it still affects you. Let me just respond briefly to some of the issues raised. We are not being too careful about semantics on some of these issues. For us, naming of the project is also additional tool of mobilization for us. We are talking about Aloye is the most correct Yoruba in terms of looking at the Yoruba terminology for it. Some also have spoken to me about Igi Agbina. But you see, Abiye is a simple thing in Yoruba. It has no other thing. Aloye refers to trees. Igi la lọ, ọmọ la bí. So it's as simple, and we want to attach it to the child. So as far as we are concerned, the child is the owner of that thing. And that's why we are also attaching the mother. Somebody spoke about the father. I agree. But you know, women, we care less, I'm sorry to say, about children than the women. You know, the women will take it as a religion. And we are talking to even pastors, imams. This will not be difficult for them to preach. So we are attaching emotion to it. That's why we are retaining, that's why we chose the name Abiye. Because Igi, Lamanlo, Oma, Lamanbi. And for us, those Igis are for the Omas. And that's why we are looking at Igi, Abiye. So it's a mobilization tool for us. So that they will hold it as a religion without being told, without being forced. People will go and water it. Because we say, and before you know it, we know what can develop out of this. And the meat of every beji, every beji. So you will see one, another be better, one be better. Those are, when that enters into the rumor industry, you can know what can come out of it. So we are already tapping into the multiplier effect of the rumor industry, which is very, very vibrant around here. So, and you can't underestimate the capacity of rumor when it comes to what is applicable here. On the issue of afforestation, let me say that I limited my talk today to 3 areas: investigation, dredging, and sanitation. We still have a massive forestry section, biodiversity, wildlife. We have all of that. But if I should talk about that, I've looked at the time given to me, I can't cover it. So it's better, I mean, you just do well on small space than just not cramping everything and rushing, and the message even doesn't get to where it should go. So that's why on the issue of afforestation for us is another major area. We are intervening heavily in our forest. You know, we have heavy reserve forest that is being encroached now. We are even entering into red, you know, the UN red that we are looking at. We are a good candidate, you know, for red support. I think ourselves and Nodu are the ones, you know, partnering around J4 and that particular axis. So we know that we have Ife axis or Mashasha, where we have the elephant, which is another issue entirely. We did not go into all those wildlife issues. It was only when I was even talking about application, I just went briefly, you know, into areas of that. So far beyond these trees are not meant for forest. We are planting this one in towns. So people will see this one. We have made afforestation program going on. So don't think that we are only injecting 1.5. We are injecting 1.5 into our towns, our schools. We even have a program which we call school forestry program. What is school forestry? In my secondary school days, I told you, we have, and it's like that in all those Ionian schools. You will have trees, forest. We call it Ojuolomo. Every school used to have it. That's why you go and fight when you want to fight. But now we don't have that again. You know, we want to reintroduce it. We call it. It's already in our budget for the next year. I did not go to all those ones so that I will not allow this the pounded yam induced sleep to come in. So I skipped all of those ones. I mean, at another time we will go into that. For us, it's another world entirely, and we are there. For instance, if I just go into it, the National Conservation Fund, they are helping us to get some of our forests into park. They want to give us some animals which we will keep in our park. So we are doing some game reserves around here next year. A whole lot of things happen. There's another one. Don't worry. I'll say we call it Ashwaju Tinubu's commemorative tree. That is responding to commemorative. You say Tinubu again. We are proud of the man. There is no two way about it. Some people may not like that. Not of it, but we are proud. We are proud of him. You know, because if somebody is doing well, somebody's father died the other day. He declared 3 days money, and nobody died because of that. Nobody could anything. So if we have a hero that has been able to champion the cause of our race, we have every reason to celebrate it. He marked his 60th birthday. We are planting reserve for him here. That's what we have. You know, we don't have much to contribute, but we are planting a reserve. He's just in his honor. He's not the one that will come and stay there. Children of all will benefit from that reserve that we are putting there. Massive reserve to honor Ashwaju Bola Tinubu. It's coming in the State of Osun next year. We have no apologies for people who see us as controversial. It's just because whatever we believe in, we do without any apologies, and we are quite comfortable with that. So on the commemorative tree, we are already looking at that for Ashwaju. We are doing that, and it's going to be we'll invite you when we are through with it, and I'm sure you'll be proud of it too. So on criminalization of tree felling, that may not be possible for us for now. I mean, just to be honest about it, we will not. Why? For us here, tree felling is a major business. We supply the tree needs of Lagos. If we stop tree felling in Osun, Lagos will have to import trees. That's the reality of it. A whole lot of the trees in Lagos emanates from Ogun, and Osun. Those are people that have the forest. So if we stop it, Nigeria will import trees though. So you need to beg us not to criminalize it here yet. Because if we do, there will be foreign flight, capital flight. We will need to import. But what we want to do really, to address some of those issues, we have given farmers that are farming that have encroached on our reserve forest with notice. We want to relocate them to other agric areas that they shouldn't farm there because they are really encroaching on the forest. So what we are doing is to reduce, the felling of trees. We may not be able to stop that for now, but once we are able to do that, once we enter red, we will not be felling trees around those urban reserves again. And regulation of adverts, we are trying, but we are not. I know Mr. Afu used to handle that bit before. We go through how many poles we have compared to Lagos. We are even just erecting those poles. So, as much as they do, we are correcting it, but we continue to improve, we continue to grow. I see that Ondo State has really made a whole lot of improvement on that. It was not like that before Mimiko came. And when he came, I'm sure they have been able to do a whole lot on that. PS General Service. That's still General Services, so have you okay? It's still PS General Services, yeah. So I know we'll be able to do a whole lot around there. On issue of mosquitoes, is an advice, it's a prayer you give, and we just say amen. That's the only thing we can say about that. But be sure, take it away from us that for every line of this we are saying, we are serious about it. You know, very, very. The governor, if you know our governor, you know he's a very passionate person. So whatever he believes in, he will pursue. He believes in this one, and we have people who are volunteered to do it. So for us, we are not in doubt as per the sincerity of doing it and the need. We know that we need to do it. It's what we need to do. Because now, Ministry of Health reported that we have been able to cut down on malaria, records of malaria by 50%. After we started looking, you know, from Ministry of Health, that's not our own record, it's in their own record. But there is a nexus between health and environment. And that shows that our Oak Clean work, and that's why people are calling for Oak Clean Plus. And by the grace of God, we shall be inviting you here when some of these issues shall be materializing. We'll be calling you because we know we need your participation, we need your support and encouragement. Because you don't have the money, all of us should be able to come together. That's one thing that this regional integration thing is all about. Ondo has a lot of gas. You know, Ondo can power the entire South-West without issues at all. But you see, the political connection is what seems to be missing in some of these issues. Somebody raised that gas is a federal spare. I said, no. Lagos Ibadan is a federal road. But when all the governors of the South-West, ACN governors, visited the president and complained about Lagos Ibadan, they took it from by company. Nobody believed in Nigeria like whoever happened. But the president cannot say that those people are not talking if the entire region is talking. They will know that they mean business. And the same thing, if the entire South-West can speak with one voice and say, we really need to work on power, no federal government can stop it. When Ashwadi tried it, Ashwadi was just one man talking in the wilderness. And that's why Lagos power never moved. Assuming that it was when you have the collectivity of the entire South-West talking together, clean behind Ondo, to say we need to do this thing, it would have been totally different. And all of us will have been benefiting from it. We played politics for 4 years, everybody will get away. But we are talking about something that will outlive all of us. And it's really a serious direction that we must begin to look at. I thank you. Thank you very much.